What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the psoriasis journey. Today I want to talk to you about my somewhat new discovery about dairy. Now, by any means, I don't think this is a new discovery. We all know about how dairy is inflammatory, how everyone that has psoriasis, eczema, and so on should avoid dairy products. And for the most part, most of us are pretty good about keeping in mind that we shouldn't be having dairy. Now, I might be wrong on this, but for the most part, I would hope that you've been following my channel and you have avoided dairy as much as possible. Now, if occasionally here and there you had some dairy, like me, I'm guilty of that myself, then chances are you haven't seen improvements in your psoriasis. About 2 weeks ago, I made a decision that obviously my skin is not clearing up in the way I want it to. It's for the most part clear because I'm low stress and I eat pretty clean. But if I go to a restaurant or even at home sometimes I cook, if there's a little bit of dairy, I never really thought too much about it and I ate it. I was like, you know what, it's just a little bit, who cares? Like there's things that I eat all the time that I can't just cut out of my life because I'm so used to it. So one day I decided about 2 weeks ago that no more. I need to make a strict adjustment and see if that helps. So the adjustment I made was no dairy, absolutely. Not even cheating, not even one bit, nothing. If it has dairy, I'm not eating it. And also, just to add to it, I was like, you know what? Let's also cut out chicken because I eat it so much that maybe if I cut that out, then that'll help. And while I'm at it, I mean, I don't really eat red meat much as it is. So we'll see if that helps, if I completely cut meat out. I'm not going vegan here. I'm just going maybe pescatarian because I will eat salmon and cod. And for the most part, very clean, dairy-free, and gluten-free because I'm already used to it anyways, just to see if that makes any change. Now, I can tell you right away, almost within about the first week, I noticed that my redness went away on my face here. My little spots that I had on my forehead are smooth, which I don't really put much cream. I don't remember the last time I put cream there, like maybe 3 or 4 days ago, but it's all smooth now. And I was like, whoa, that's different. Behind my ears, yes, it's a little bit rough, but completely different than what it used to be. Like I even went to get a haircut and my hairstylist said, hey, your inflammation is down today. So that made me start thinking maybe all those little bits of dairy was affecting and inflaming actually my psoriasis. And I thought, well, if all I have to do is cut it out, which is actually not as hard as it sounds, then that's not a problem. For the most part, there's a lot of alternative, and for the most part, I'm fine. Like I eat pretty much the same, except there's no dairy products in anything I eat. And cutting out cheese was not a problem at all. I mean, I love cheese, don't get me wrong, just like everyone for the most part, but cutting it out is not hard. It's just a matter of discipline, a matter of just deciding, you know what, that's it. I'm going to put my mind to it. I'm going to go through X amount of time without dairy and see if that helps. Now, I can tell you for a fact, from my own experience, this is just me, I'm not a medical expert in this topic. It helped me and it might help you as well. So just something to keep in mind. Now, the other topic I want to discuss is what I saw somebody commented, which I thought was really weird and important for me to kind of cover. They said something about them being covered with psoriasis, maybe red face or whatnot, and their gym kicked them out. Now, I'm a little bit confused by that. Like, why would a gym kick anyone out? Just because the way they look or what kind of thing they have on their face. Sure, we live in a time that it's a pandemic, it's scary, who knows what's going on, but at the same time, they can't discriminate. That's literally illegal for a gym to kick you out based on a redness on your face or maybe some of your skin is peeling off. That's not how this works at all. So if that does happen to you, first of all, you have all the legal rights to go after them and make sure that you get back in the gym or sue them essentially. So, I mean, I've had red face, I've had psoriasis, and nobody ever said anything to me. Nobody ever kicked me out of anywhere. I didn't have anyone really step aside even. So if that does happen to you, that's a very unique case. That's a very weird case. So I definitely would follow up whichever way possible, legally, or file a complaint or see what can be done about it to resolve the situation. So if this did happen to you, make sure you submit a file for a formal complaint. Talk to somebody about this. I would personally, know me, I'm confrontational. I will go right into the manager and be like, yeah, you don't like my face, what's wrong with it? And see what happens, because if they demand some sort of a medical report to make sure it's not COVID, that's not a problem. You can provide that and then you're good to go. There's no way they can discriminate you because of your skin condition that you have no control on really, aside from eating certain things and not stressing, right? So anyways, I hope this kind of helped you get an idea of kind of what I've been up to and what my level of psoriasis is at. I can tell you my elbows are probably the only part really that have some psoriasis left for the most part. Everywhere else in my body is kind of really came down a lot, and specifically I would say my shoulders, I had some really like scaly and like really flaky, and you can see the white dots remaining. That's literally, this is a result of me neglecting and not being extra disciplined for the last probably 4 or 5 months. I've been making those videos on little things I'm trying, but I never fully said to myself, okay, that's it. Let's cut this part out and see how that helps. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I have a big announcement coming up very shortly here, something I've been working on for a while for you guys. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. That really helps the algorithm push the video to other people that might need this helpful information. And if there's anything you would like to ask me, please drop a comment below, because the more ideas and the more questions you have, the more videos I can produce around those topics. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next vlog.